Hi, Mrs. Milam here to go over the directions with you for Wednesday, April 22nd. And today is a reading day, so on your directions it says, because of Winn-Dixie, do the section 1 page in your response journal. Write a paragraph summary of chapters 1 through 4. Okay, so in your journal, response journal, you're going to turn to section 1, which is for the chapters that you should have read on Monday, and you're going to do this page. So the first thing that you have on this page is a vocabulary word, and that vocabulary word is exception. So you can go back into the chapters if you don't remember where it was, and you can locate the word exception and use your context clues to write down what the word means. If you are using a Chromebook or another device, you can go to an online dictionary and you can look up the definition to make sure that you're using the correct one. So you're going to write down the definition of the word exception right there. And then you're going to go on to the next part, reading response. Question number 1 says, why does Opal tell the store manager that the dog is hers? So you're going to think back to that part. You can also go back to the text. Remember, when we answer questions, we want to answer them in complete sentences, and we want to use proof from the text to tell how we know that that is correct. Number 2 says, how does Opal describe her dad? Use the text to support your answer. So number 2 is about the preacher, Opal's dad. How does Opal describe him? Be sure that you're using proof from the text to explain that answer. And number 3 says, Opal asks her dad to tell her 10 things about her mom. Why does she do this? How does it make them both feel? Okay, so this one has several parts to it. So be sure you answer each part and that you're answering with proof from the text. You guys know how to do that. You know how to answer questions using proof from the text. So be sure you're going back to those chapters 1 through 4, and looking at those parts so that you can be sure to include proof and that you're writing in complete sentences. Then the second part of your assignment, it says to write a summary of chapters 1 through 4. In the back of your character notebook, in the very back, there are places for you to write your summary. So you can write section 1, which is what you read on Monday. Section 1 is the first one here for chapters 1 through 4, and you're going to write a summary of what happened. Remember, ask yourself, if I was going to say to you, what happened in chapters 1 through 4? Did you read chapters 1 through 4? What happened? What would you tell me? What are the most important parts? What are the parts that someone needs to know to be able to understand the story? And that's where you're going to write it, in the back of your character notebook, in this box for section 1. Okay, so that will get you going on your reading assignment for Wednesday, April 22nd. If you have any questions, just email your teacher.